This video is sponsored by UnlockThatPhone.com. Unlock any phone, any carrier, worldwide. Visit UnlockThatPhone.com for more information. Hey guys, Jared back. So after about 24 hours with this device, it's time to give you guys my first impressions of the new HTC One M8. Okay folks, let me first off start out by saying that this is hands down the most beautiful looking and most well-crafted device I have ever owned. This is truly an impressive piece of art. That's what it is, it's art. As you can see, I actually decided to go with the gunmetal look, and I think it looks absolutely amazing, especially with that brushed metal look. Super awesome. We still have those dual front-facing speakers, or as HTC likes to call it, boom sound. The HTC One M7, last year's model, sounded phenomenal. I don't know how HTC did it this time around, but it sounds even better, and it is just mind-bogglingly impressive. HTC continues to innovate and sort of set the bar for the big OEMs out there, and decided to change from a 2-megapixel camera, which is what we've been seeing for years now on front-facing cameras, to a new 5-megapixel front-facing camera, and I think my hat's off to them for that. Thank God somebody decided to change that around. Moving around to the back here, as you can see, we've got the duo cameras. One of them is a depth perception sensor, and the other one is still our 4 ultra-pixel sensor, which I was a little bit disappointed with. I was hoping that after all this time, HTC might bump it up a bit and kind of give us like an 8-megapixel or ultra-pixel camera. However, they didn't, and I'm really hoping that this isn't a trend that they decide to continue with for years to come. The device is beyond comfortable to hold. The HTC One M7 wasn't, in my opinion, the most comfortable device to hold. It actually had rather sharp edges on the side, but as you can see, coupled with the curvature they've given on the back here and the new rounded edges, super ergonomic, super duper comfortable to hold in your hand. You'll notice that they've also decided to change the position of the 3.5mm headphones jack to the bottom of the device, which is, in my opinion, I actually prefer it being on the bottom, because of whenever I listen to music, I have my headphones plugged in, I put my device upside down in my pocket, and I don't want that cable bending and possibly damaging the port or even the cable itself. So that's really nice that they included that. Also, the micro USB port here is also USB OTG compatible, so that's a really nice welcome addition as well. Up at the top, we have our power button on the right hand side as opposed to the left hand side like last year's version. Because I'm a righty, I preferred last year's positioning, but it's something that I can get over. Now moving into the software itself here, I'm really digging the new gestures that they have to allow us to unlock the device. So you can just go ahead and swipe up. There's a couple of other gestures as well that I'm not particularly interested in, but I'm really digging the whole swipe up thing, just like the LG devices. The performance of this device is something I wanted to touch base on first. It is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I tweeted yesterday on Twitter that it's so fast, it's as if the device can predict what I want to do almost a millisecond before I press anything on the screen. It opens up applications lightning fast. Nothing, no signs of lag, no issues whatsoever, no hesitation. It just opens everything up so friggin' quick. It's amazing. And I think that the Wi-Fi antenna is actually a little bit stronger too, because downstairs in my living room, where usually I only get about 3 bars of Wi-Fi signal strength, I seem to be getting full bars of Wi-Fi signal strength. And I gotta tell you, loading up web pages on this thing, I've never had web pages load faster on any device I've ever tested out before. Truly impressive speeds here. One thing that I really don't like, I didn't like in the previous version and I don't like again in this version, is the gallery, their Sense gallery. I don't like it because to me it just seems cumbersome. A lot of you guys out there I know really appreciate the gallery and you love all the different features and things like that it provides, but for me it's just not quite up my alley. Timeline, album, location, then of course you've got the events, locations, albums, and timelines again. It just doesn't make any sense to me. The camera application is awesome. I absolutely love the camera application. It focuses super fast. It takes pictures super fast. The UI layout is absolutely gorgeous. Very simplistic, really clean looking. If you want to kind of tinker around with some more of the technical settings in here, you've got these quick settings here, and if you really want to get technical, hit the auto button, come down here, hit the M for manual mode, and as you can see, we've got all these different sliders that you can choose to really set up the perfect shot for you. However, I went out yesterday and made a point to take a whole bunch of pictures, and I have to say that so far, I'm not really impressed with the shots in auto mode. I took a bunch of shots, and you know, the sky was in a lot of the shots, and it looked like the sky, the light from the sky was actually washing out a lot of the pictures, and that was actually quite disappointing to me. Maybe I just need to familiarize myself a little bit more with some of the manual settings, I don't know, but so far I was not super stoked on the camera. However, with that depth sensor, I think you can take some really impressive shots. I'm really digging the whole 3D aspect, that feature that you can hit the 3D button and it allows you to sort of like move your phone around and you can see in 3D sort of. I really like that bokeh effect, though it doesn't work perfect all the time as we've seen in a lot of other YouTubers' videos, and I actually also experienced it myself trying to focus in on my dog. However, there's still some the out of focus background wasn't always out of focus. It was really strange. So I think I'm gonna have to spend a little bit more time with the camera to familiarize myself with it. So one big question a lot of people have is, what's the battery life like? Well, to tell you, I picked up this phone in the afternoon on Tuesday. I drained it really quickly because it obviously only comes with a partial charge. So I charged it back up to 100% at about 10 p.m. And then from that point on, I used the device regularly like I normally do, but then I also decided to watch about an hour and a half of Netflix to test various things out and played Dead Trigger 2 on it for about a good 45 minutes. Well, by 1 a.m. this morning is when it drained down to 12% and I felt it was necessary to probably charge it up. So a good 24 hours with pretty general usage and an hour and a half of Netflix and about 45 minutes of Dead Trigger 2, that's pretty damn impressive. So my overall first impressions of this device is, this is pretty sweet. New camera innovation, amazing phone, or display, I'm sorry. It feels fantastic in the hand. Of course, you've got that new gunmetal look to it. It being all aluminum, it's fantastic as well. Battery life was great. The boom sound is just absolutely incredible. It's a really impressive device so far, but I'm gonna hold my final judgment for the full review, which should be coming up in the next week or so. Hopefully you guys liked this video, and if you did, I would love it if you click that like button down below, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe for more videos in the future. But that's it for this one. Thanks as always for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.